Hi everyone, my name is Nonkosi Lugama. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to share with you a word that has been in my spirit for quite some time now, and I do want to declare perhaps that it has a lot to do with this past weekend that we were coming from, and yes, so we were invited to a wedding which we attended. We honored fully in every way that you can think of. The wedding was quite far away from where we stayed, like almost 5 hour drive. But anyway, yeah, so we showed up and we were on time and we were on point. Anyway, so we're not there, but yeah, maybe I can just say this to the couple: congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Gama. The spirit that the word that has been in my spirit is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1. And yeah, I think as the whole time we were planning for the wedding, because we're quite close to the couple, the whole time we were waiting for the day to come, my heart was like filled with gratefulness. Go to, oh my God, this is gonna happen, you know. And then when it happened, my heart was full with spirit of worship to say, thank you, Jesus, you've been so faithful. And so now, like, this is just what I want to share with you guys. The title is Konke kunesikhathi sakho. I'll read in Zulu and in English. Konke kunesikhathi sakho, yonke indaba inomzuzu wayo phansi kwezulu. Kukhona isikhathi sokuzalwa nesikhathi sokufa, isikhathi sokutshala nesikhathi sokusiphula okutshaliweyo, isikhathi sokubulala nesikhathi sokuphilisa, isikhathi sokudiliza nesikhathi sokwakha, isikhathi sokukhala nesikhathi sokuhleka, isikhathi sokulila nesikhathi sokusina, isikhathi sokuphonsa amatshe nesikhathi sokuqoqa amatshe, isikhathi sokugona nesikhathi sokungagoni, isikhathi sokufuna nesikhathi sokulahlekelwa, isikhathi sokugcina nesikhathi sokulahla, isikhathi sokuqebhula nesikhathi sokuthunga, isikhathi sokuthula nesikhathi sokukhuluma, isikhathi sokuthanda nesikhathi sokuzonda, isikhathi sokulwa nesikhathi sokuzola. So Umshumayeli chapter 3 verse 1 to 8. I'm going to quickly read in English the same verses. There's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down and a time to build, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to scatter stones and a time to gather them, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to search and a time to give up, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to mend, a time to be silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for a war and a time for a peace, and a time for peace. Okay, yeah, no, so yes, I've said, kind of because of the wedding, I thought, oh my God, this time has finally come, because we have been waiting for the time, and we have been expectant, and we have been praying, and we have been preparing, you know. The couple had been together for quite some time, and yeah, we were always looking forward to this day when they were gonna tie the knot, you know, because they've done a lot together successfully, including starting the processes of building a home and a household. So yeah, then it was just kind of confirmed that indeed there is a time for everything. I can say after such a long wait, because indeed it was a long wait, eventually the time for them to tie the knot did come, and it was a success. So it's not just about the wedding. I'm reflecting on my own life as well, in terms of all that which is happening in my life, and I'm understanding, and I'm appreciating the fact that indeed there is a time for everything. And I'm understanding that if this particular season comes, like if we were to talk about the climate in South Africa right now, it's autumn. If autumn were to come like it has come now, that means definitely winter will eventually come. And after winter, then there will be spring. And then after spring, definitely there will be summer. So yes, basically yonke into inesikhathi sayo. And I think I want to say these words almost like as it's definitely a reiteration, because wonke umuntu uyayazi lento engiyishoyo, you know. It's a reiteration, it's an encouragement, it's a hopeful message, you know, but it's also a joyous message, you know. It's not only a hopeful, it's also a joyous celebratory message, in which it speaks to the fact that indeed let us appreciate the times that we are at. Let us embrace the times that we go through, because they are just a phase, because they are just a season. So ours is really to do our best, you know. So if it's time for us to be happy, let us go all out like we did during this weekend. I mean, if it's time for us to dress up, you know, because we don't often dress up, at least some of us, you know, you really need that special occasion like this wedding to give it all, you know. So if it's time to dress up, let's go all out. And if it's time to keep quiet, because when it's time to talk, then you have to talk, you know. You have to express yourself, you have to communicate, you have to educate, you have to encourage whatever that you do when you're opening your mouth. But like I say, that because indeed there is a time to keep quiet. By the way, my accessories, they're inspired by the traditional wedding which we attended, because there was a white wedding on Saturday and then a traditional wedding on Sunday. And so I got to put on something like this, which again I don't often put on. And yeah, so like, let me rock it again today. But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of just the message that I want to leave you guys with, that there is a time for everything, there's a season for everything. What we need to do is to respect the time. What we need to do is to honor the time, embrace the time. What we need to do is to hold on. What we need to do is to give it our best. What we need to do is to appreciate, it's to be mindful, it's to be present in that particular time. And also we need to understand that the times that come, even if it's positive times, you know, because some people, they get overwhelmed with positivity, like maybe having a lot of money or having a lot of happiness or having a lot of like fun. People get overwhelmed, we know that. So, but that it's not the time to kill you, you know. It's not the time to kill you, even if it's difficult times. It has not come to kill you. It has come to live its journey, so that eventually it can come to an end. And when it ends, then we can then get into another season and appreciate that different season. Yeah, yonke into inesikhathi sayo bafethu. Ngicela sikwazi lokho, ngicela siku-understande, ngicela sizikhumbuze, ngicela sikhumbuzeke, sikhumbuzane ngaso sonke isikhathi. Not even to just brush out things that we go through sometimes, because sometimes sisuke sesisho njalo sithi hey, yonke into inesikhathi sayo, sizama ukuthi brush out the hectic times that we sometimes go through. But kona kusuke kuyiqiniso vele ukuthi zisuke zizodlula, but mina engikushoyo ngithi asisihloniphe isikhathi. Let us not take the time for granted. And the time value is associated with people, because with time we invested somewhere, you know. So let's not take the time for granted. Let's not take the people for granted, the people that we live with, the people that we share our times with. Yeah, let us just make the best out of what we have been granted, which is the time. Let us make the best out of the 4 seasons that we have been given under the heavens. And yeah, Let us appreciate each other. Let us appreciate the time. Thank you.